Okay, good afternoon, guys. En nombre del Centro de Educación y Capacitación para los Trabajadores EDUCT, damos inicio oficialmente a nuestra séptima clase. Let me share the screen. Okay, great to see you again. Hello, everyone. Perfect. Now, we had some homework, right? Teníamos esta tarea, do you remember? It was to complete with there is or there are. But first, let's check again very fast what happened yesterday. Okay, first, we checked what was a noun, right? A noun is a person, a place, an animal, a thing, or a feeling. Not an action. Actions are verbs. Not a description. Descriptions are adjectives, and not a preposition. Also, we checked some examples. For example, here, the first sentence, Canada and country are the nouns, los sustantivos, right? Friend is a noun, dog is a noun, cat is a noun, and friends. We have singular or plural nouns. We continue here. We check the meaning of there is and there are. That is to say something that exists in a place, okay? Basically, the verb haber. We often use there is or there are with the determiners a or an, some, and any. We use some in positive sentences and any in negative sentences and questions. This is important. We're going to check it today. What's the difference between a or an? The meaning of a and an is the same, but the difference depends on the sound at the beginning of the next word. Ok, checamos que el significado de a y an es prácticamente el mismo, pero la utilización va a cambiar según el principio de la siguiente palabra. Por ejemplo, when the next word starts with a consonant sound. Cuando nuestra siguiente palabra, nuestro sustantivo, empieza con un sonido de consonante, we use a. Like a book, a car, a dog, a frog, a lemon, a truck. But what happens then? If I have a vowel sound, I will say an apple, an egg, an insect, an orange, an umbrella, or an actor. Vowel sound. Okay, vowel sound. No que se escribe exactamente con vocal, sino que el sonido sea vocal. We check the meaning of the word university. Here it says, be careful, the sound of the letter is important. Okay, university. It starts with U, but we don't use N. Empieza con U, pero no usamos N. No importa que tengamos la vocal aquí. El sonido es U, not exactly university. Okay, we say university. So we use a. And also here, a house. This letter H is not silent. No es muda. La H siempre como en español. In this case, it's like a letter J, a house. En esta funciona como una letra J, a house. So, I use a. And hour. In hour, the letter H is silent. So, I have to put N. Next. We checked that we use there is or there are in singulars and plurals. We have there is a river, or the contraction there's a river. But it's not possible to contract the verb to be in the plural form. No es posible contraer el verbo to be en su forma plural. There are No. Always there are some restaurants. And we check this. Some in affirmatives and plurals. Now the negative in the singular form. There isn't a river. A river. No hay un río. Or the full form, there is not a river. Or another kind of contraction. There is not a river. There is not a river. No hay un río. All of them mean the same. Todas estas significan lo mismo, pero son diferentes tipos de contracción. And then the plural form. There aren't any restaurants. There aren't any restaurants. Do you remember we said that any, we use it in negatives or questions. So I have my negative here, my verb to be. There aren't any restaurants. Or there are not, the full form. There are not any restaurants. No hay ningún restaurante. Also, we checked the just no questions. What are just no questions? Again, las preguntas que se pueden responder con un sí o con un no. En este caso, is there a bank? ¿Hay un banco? ¿Hay un banco? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Okay, yes, there is, or no, there isn't. And don't make this mistake. We cannot say yes, there's. That's not possible. That's a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna put it. The contraction always in the negative form, not in the positive. And no, there isn't. Is there a bank? No, there isn't, or yes, there is. And the plural form, are there any shops? Are there any shops? Yes, there are, or no, there aren't, or no, there are not. Okay. ¿Hay algunas tiendas o hay alguna tienda? Sí, sí hay, no, no hay. And next, well, this is just a tip. We use there is to talk about a list of singular things like this. There is a book, a phone, and a laptop on the table. It doesn't matter that we have many objects. No importa que tengamos varios objetos. ¿Ok? Tenemos un singular de cada uno. Por lo tanto, vamos a utilizar there is. Now, let's check the homework. Okay, we got the first. Complete with there is or there are. Okay, here in the picture, we have all of this information. The first, it says, a t-shirt on the bed. What's a t-shirt? This thing. Una playera en la cama. Una. A. So, of course, we use there is. Okay, next. Okay, the next one, it says, 2 books on the floor. 2 books on the floor. 2 libros en el piso. Here we have 1 and 2. So, we have a plural there. Tenemos un plural. We cannot use is. So, we'll say there are 2 books on the floor. Next. A scarf on the floor. What is a scarf? This thing. Una bufanda en el piso. So, una, we cannot use are. We'll say there is, or the contraction, there's a scarf on the floor. Okay, hay una bufanda en el piso. Okay, this looks like teenager's room, right? Es como el cuarto de un adolescente, ¿no? Next, 4 pictures on the wall. 4 pictures on the wall. What's that? 4 fotografías en la pared. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a plural there. We're going to use there is, so we'll say there are 4 pictures on the wall. Next, many books on the shelves. Many books on the shelves. Those are the books and those are the shelves. Okay, varios libros en las estanterías o en las repisas. Okay, so varios. It's not singular, it's plural, so there are. There are many books on the shelves. Next, a book on the bed. Where's the book on the bed? Here we have it. A book on the bed. Un libro sobre la cama. So I cannot use are. I have to say there's or there is a book on the bed. Okay, next. A laptop on the floor. A laptop on the floor. How many laptops do we have? Just one, right? So it's the same. There is or there's. There's a laptop on the floor. And the last one, some papers on the floor. First, some for plurals, and we have paper. Like this is singular, 1 paper, and 2 papers or more, plural. Okay, so we'll use there are. What happened there? There are some papers on the floor. Hay algunos papeles en el piso. Paper, papers. Okay, here's another paper. So, new vocabulary. Bed, cama, t-shirt, playera, books, libros, floor, piso, pictures on the wall, pictures, and wall, pared o muro. The shelves, las estanterías o las repisas. A laptop is the same. And papers on the floor, okay? Papeles en el piso. So if you want to take a screenshot, this is a good moment because I'm going to change the slide. Okay, let's continue. Let's erase this part. Okay, so our today's topic is nouns, countable and uncountable. ¿Ok? Sustantivos contables e incontables. We have just checked what is a noun. Ya checamos qué es un noun, qué es un sustantivo. Ahora vamos a ver cuáles son los contables y los incontables. We're going to start with the countable nouns. We use countable nouns for things we can count using numbers. ¿Ok? Para hablar de cosas que podemos contar usando números. Right? Next. They have a singular and a plural form. This is very important. The countable nouns have a singular and a plural form. The singular form can use the determiner a or en. It depends on the sound of the next word. Now, here I have some examples. My singular, a dog, un perro, not one dog, a dog. Plural, two dogs or just dogs. Okay, mi plural puede ser dos perros o solo perros. Next, singular, one man, un hombre, one man. Plural, two men. This is an irregular plural. Es un plural irregular. Mi singular es man and mi plural es men. Man, men. Okay. Next, my singular is one person and my plural is two people. Okay. Una persona, dos personas. Mi singular is person and my plural more than one, people. Okay, two people, not two persons. It doesn't exist, two persons. We say two people. Here I have some examples. She has a dog. I'm using the determiner a because dog is singular. Estoy usando el determinante a porque dog es un singular. Then I have dogs. Plural, perros. So I don't need to use a determiner. En este caso, como es un plural, no necesito usar un determinante como a o an. Okay? A y an es solo para uno. He eats an apple. He eats an apple. Una manzana. Él come una manzana. And the next, he eats apples. Apples. Él come manzanas. More than one. So I don't need to use a or an. Okay, I repeat. Countable nouns are for things we can count using numbers. Para cosas que podemos usar, que podemos contar con números. Tienen un singular y un plural. Okay, tienen una forma singular y una forma plural. Y su forma singular puede usar el determinante a o an para hablar de uno. A dog. Or we can also say a man, a person. Okay, aquí utilicé los números para que lo vean más claro, ¿no? One man, two men. One person, two people. But I can say two, a man or a person. Okay, it is possible to say a man or a person. And in my example, she has a dog, one dog. She has dogs, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. He eats an apple. Él come una manzana. He eats apples. Él come manzanas. Okay, it could be 2, 3, 4, or and so on. Okay, next. So, if you want to ask about a quantity of a countable noun, you ask how many. combined with the plural of the countable noun. Si queremos preguntar sobre la cantidad de cosas de un sustantivo contable, utilizamos las palabras how many, combinado con el plural del sustantivo contable. Por ejemplo, how many, ¿cuántos amigos tienes? Okay, tengo mi how many, my expression, and I have the plural of friend. Tengo el plural de friend, el plural de amigo, que es amigos. Okay, a eso se refiere. Uso how many combinado con el plural del sustantivo contable del que quiero saber la cantidad. How many friends do you have? Not how many friend. No, friends. Because we ask, ¿cuántos amigos tienes? No preguntamos cuántos amigo o cuánto amigo. No. Next, how many desks are in the office? ¿Cuántos escritorios hay en la oficina? How many desks are in the office? ¿Cuántos escritorios hay en la oficina? I have my plural of desk, one desk, two desks. Un escritorio, desk, sin S, like that. More than one desks. And next, how many bottles of water are in the fridge? ¿Cuántas botellas de agua hay en el refrigerador? Bottles, plural. El plural de lo que quiero saber cuánto hay. So I use my expression, that is how many, combined with a plural of bottle, that in this case is bottles of water are in the fridge. Okay, en Spanish. Si quiero preguntar sobre la cantidad de un sustantivo contable, voy a utilizar how many más el plural de lo que quiero saber cuánto hay, o cuántos tengo, o no sé. How many friends do you have? Quiero saber la cantidad de amigos que tienes. Entonces voy a usar how many y el plural de amigo, que es amigos. En la siguiente, how many desks are in the office? Quiero saber cuántos escritorios hay en la oficina. Entonces voy a empezar por mi expresión how many más el plural de escritorio, que es escritorios, y the rest. And the next, how many bottles of water are in the fridge? Quiero saber cuántas botellas de agua hay en el refrigerador. Uso how many más el plural de bottle, that is bottles. Okay? Now, possible answers. For the question, how many friends do you have? I can answer, I have 10 friends, I have 2 friends, I have 5 friends. Okay, friends is countable, so I can use numbers. Next, how many desks are in the office? There are 18 desks. Hay 18 escritorios. Okay, I can use numbers to count desks. And the last one, how many bottles of water are in the fridge? There are 3 bottles. Hay 3 botellas, and bottles, it is countable because I can use numbers. Okay, now we're going to check some numbers from 1 to 20. Okay, check out the pronunciation. I'm going to put a recording and try to repeat after each. Voy a ponerles un audio y traten de irlo repitiendo, ¿ok? Después del audio. let me share this sound. Okay, pay attention, please.
1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
Okay, I'm going to repeat it. And try to repeat wherever you are. Pay attention to the spelling. Okay, pongan atención también a cómo se escriben. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm gonna repeat it. Pay attention.
1 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. 20.
Okay, pay attention to the spelling. Pongan atención a cómo se escribe y si quieren tomen un screenshot de esto. Okay. Once again, try to repeat after that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
And pay attention to this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All of them are the basic numbers. Then I have 11, okay, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, and 14 is composed with 4 and 10. Okay, next 15. 15, we don't use the 5. We say 15. 16, we use 6 and we add the 10. Also, the number 7, we add the 10. 7 and we add 10. 8, same case. 8 plus the 10. 9, the same. I have my number 9 and I add the 10. And 20. TWENTY. Okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Once again, I'm gonna repeat it.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
Now we're going to practice the numbers, but first take a screenshot, please, or write them down or take a picture so we can go with the next part. Fine. I'm gonna count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I have an exercise here. It says correct the mistakes. I have the numbers from 1 to 20. Tengo los números del 1 al 20, but all of them are wrong spelled. Todos están escritos de manera incorrecta. So I need you to please put them in the correct form. I'm gonna help you with the first, number 1. We didn't write them like that. Van, no. I write O-N-E. That will be the number 1. Okay, continue with the next 19, and then we check. Sorry, what happened? And then we check, okay? You have 8 minutes, I guess. Okay, 8 minutes, please. Starting now. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's time to let's start checking. What's the mistake in number 2? Well, we have to use the W, yes, but with the letter O. Okay, then number 3. We have the word there, tree. This word, it exists. It means árbol. Okay, but we need to another letter there. We'll say 3. Okay, THREE, 3. 3, tres, tree, árbol. Tree, árbol, 3, tres. Okay, the sound changes a little bit. Number 4. We're not going to say it like that. We need to add a letter U. Sorry. 4. 4. Okay, this is 4, the preposition, and this is 4, the number. 4, preposition, 4, the number. Number 5. Okay, the sound is, yes, like a little bit like that, but we will say number 5. Okay, 5. Number next. Yes, the sound I think is correct, 6, but the spelling will be S-I-X. 6. Okay, number next. 7. Well, yes, the sound is like that, yes, but we need to add another letter. 7. Okay, 7. Number next. We have all the letters here, but we need to put them in order. 8. 8. Okay, next. We need a letter more there. Let me. 9. 9. Okay, next. Number 10. Not tent. 10. Okay, tent is like una casa de campaña, and 10 is the number. Tent, casa de campaña, 10, the number. Next. I have 11. Not 11. We will say 11. 11. Number next. I have 12. Yes, the sound is like that, 12. But the spelling will be 12. 12. Okay, but the sound, yes, is correct. 12. Next, 13. We didn't say 13. We have to put 13. Double E. 13. Next, 14. Well, yes, the sound is like that, but the spelling will be 4, and we add teen. 4, and we add teen. Okay, next. We have 15. We don't say 15, we say 15. 15. Okay, next. 16. It's not 16. We have to put the number first, 6, and then we add the ending teen. 6, not 16. Okay, next. 17. 7 is correct, 7, but I need double E, 17. Right? The same with the next number. Yes, 8, and I add the ending teen, double E and N. Now next, 19. 9, my number 9, and I add the ending teen, 19. Next, 12. 12 is not 12. Okay, we have just here 12. So this is the number 20. 20. T-W-E-N-T. 20. Okay, now let's repeat them again. So I'm gonna set again the recording and please pay attention and try to repeat, okay? Let me look for it. Okay. There it goes.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
One more time. The last one. Okay?
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
Okay, now let's continue with the next part. Okay, so summarizing. Countable nouns for things we can count using numbers. They have a singular and a plural form, and we can use a or an. Okay, next. To ask about a quantity of a countable noun, we're going to use how many with the plural of the countable noun. Okay. Now here we have the numbers. Well, from 1 to 20. So I think it's enough. Now we're going to the uncountable nouns. First, the uncountable nouns are things that we cannot count with numbers, okay? Are the opposite to the countable nouns. Son los que usamos para lo que no podemos contar con números. They may be the names for abstract ideas, qualities, or physical objects that are too small or too amorphous to be counted, like liquids, powders, gases, etc. And they usually do not have a plural form. Okay, what does that mean? Usamos los nombres para ideas abstractas. Pueden ser cualidades, pueden ser objetos físicos que son o muy pequeños o muy amorfos para ser contados. Por ejemplo, la sal. ¿Okay? No podemos separar granito por granito para saber cuánta sal hay. Como líquidos, polvos, gases, etc. Y usualmente no tienen una forma plural. Por ejemplo, vimos que teníamos la palabra apple, okay, and that's the singular, but the plural is apples. So in that case, apples is countable. But here I have some examples. Tea. We don't have the word teas. It is always tea, one tea or more. Siempre es tea. Okay, no tiene una forma plural, no tiene teas. Sugar is the same, grains, granos de azúcar, so uncountable. Water, liquids, okay, líquidos, agua. Air, gases, aire, uncountable. Rice, arroz, rice. Okay, we don't have rices like that. Arroces, no. Rice. Knowledge, knowledge, conocimiento, uncountable. We cannot say one knowledge, two knowledges, no. Knowledge always, the plural and the singular. Beauty, belleza, is not countable too, uncountable. Okay, no es contable. Not one beauty, two beauties, no. Always beauty. Love, love is uncountable. Money, dinero, not one money, two monies, three monies, no. Money, uncountable, some money. Furniture, furniture, muebles, mobiliario, furniture, okay? So those are examples of uncountable nouns. Some of them are liquid, some of them are gases, some of them are abstract ideas like knowledge or beauty, feelings like love, objects that are too small or too amorphous to be counted like sugar or water or air, rice, okay? So we cannot use a or an with these nouns. To express the quantity of an uncountable noun, we use a word or expression like some, a lot of, much, a bit of, okay? Para los uncountable, no podemos usar a or an, like a water or a sugar. No, because it's not singular, it's an uncountable noun. But we can use some expressions like some tea, some sugar, some rice, a lot of rice, much, much air, a bit of furniture, okay, un poco de. Also, we use an exact measurement like a cup of, a bag of, 1 kilogram of, a liter of, etc. ¿Ok? También podemos usar medidas, unidades de medida, como una taza de, una bolsa de, 1 kilo de, 1 litro de, etc. ¿Ok? Primero, importante, no podemos usar a o an con estos, con los uncountable. Para expresar la cantidad de un sustantivo incontable usamos expresiones como algunos, mucho, mucho también es a synonym, or un poco de, a bit of sugar, for example. También podemos usar unidades de medida, como una taza de, una bolsa de, 1 kilo de, 1 litro de. And to ask about the quantity of an uncountable noun, we use the word how much. ¿Ok? Para preguntar sobre la cantidad de un sustantivo incontable, vamos a usar how much. ¿Cuánto? ¿Ok? Para los contables es how many y para los incontables, how much. Okay, how many friends? How much sugar? Okay, here we have an example. Can you give me some information about the uncountable nouns? Information. What's the noun here? ¿Cuál es el noun? ¿Cuál es el sustantivo aquí? Mi sustantivo es information. Información. ¿Ok? E información es incontable, uncountable. So I use some. Give me some information. I cannot say, can you give me an information? No, because it's not countable. Information is uncountable. Si fuera contable, quizá podría usarlo así, an, pero es incontable, por lo tanto utilizo some. Some information about the uncountable nouns. And my expression in the answer, that's a lot of information. Eso es demasiada información. A lot of information. Here I'm using an expression like this. A lot of information. Or we can say that's much information. Okay? So, next. These nouns don't have a plural form. Estos sustantivos no tienen una forma plural. I have here, I have some garlic and some butter. Some garlic and some butter. Garlic, ajo, and butter, mantequilla. I cannot say garlics like that. Okay, ajos, well, in Spanish, we have a plural form. En español sí tenemos una forma plural para ajo, but in English we don't. So my plural is garlic. Okay, so I'll say I have some garlic and some butter. In Spanish, I guess we don't say two butters, mantequillas. Decimos barras de mantequilla, but not mantequillas. In English, it's the same. We will say butter, not butters. Okay, some butter. Then, I'm looking for information about early rock and roll. Okay, estoy buscando información sobre el rock and roll de principios, ¿no? Information. I'm looking for information. Or I can use for some information. Okay, it is possible too. But what is not possible is to say for an information. No, not an information, because information is uncountable. Next, I don't have enough paper. I don't have enough paper. No tengo suficiente papel. Okay, next, you have to get permission from the teacher. Permission, uncountable. You have to get permission from the teacher. Necesitas obtener permiso del maestro. To get permission, not a permission. A permission, no, because permission is uncountable. So we don't use a or an with uncountable nouns. And then I have, do you want some cake? Do you want some cake? Cake, that is uncountable. Okay, uncountable. So these nouns don't have a plural form. Okay, no tienen forma plural. Not garlics, not butters, not informations, not papers, not permissions, not cakes. Well, yes, but not in this situation. We cannot say, do you want some cakes? Like that? No. The word cakes, yes, it exists, but it depends on the context. Also papers. It exists papers. But in this context, we cannot use papers. Algunas sí existen. Por ejemplo, cakes. Cakes, pasteles, sí existe. Or papers, también existe. Pero en este contexto no. Digamos, dice, no tengo suficientes papeles. no lo decimos así, decimos no tengo suficiente papel. En el caso de la habitación, aquí, some papers on the floor. There are some papers. It is possible because we have many of them. En este caso sí, porque tenemos varios de ellos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pero en este caso está hablando en general, de que no tengo suficiente papel. Por ejemplo, para la impresora. ¿Ok? No tengo suficiente papel, no papeles. Are you getting me? ¿Sí me estoy dando a entender? Then, do you want some cake? We cannot say, do you want some cakes? Porque aquí le está haciendo un ofrecimiento a otra persona. ¿Quieres algo de pastel? No decimos, ¿quieres algo de pasteles? ¿Ok? Lo decimos como en general. ¿Quieres algo de pastel? ¿O quieres un poco de pastel? So, cake. Okay, next. And we use some. This is very important. We can use some with both countables and uncountables. Okay, some lo podemos usar con contables o con incontables. Significa algunos. Some carrots, algunas zanahorias, or some cake. Okay, but it depends on the context. Some garlic, uncountable, or some lemons, for example, algunos limones. Okay, now we're gonna have a short break for you to, if you want to go for a beverage or something to eat, and we return. Okay, let's take a few minutes. Vamos a tener un pequeño receso por si quieren ir por algo de beber o no sé, distraerse un poquito y regresamos, ¿ok? Vamos a continuar con esto mismo. So, your break starts now. Okay, time. So let's continue with our today's topic. Now, I have here this sentence here. Do you want some cake? Well, I'm gonna retake the sentence. Do you want some cake? Here, cake, it is uncountable. But here, I'm using a. I made a cake this morning. Yo hice un pastel esta mañana. En mi primera oración, ¿quieres un poco de pastel? Pastel es uncountable, pero en la segunda es countable. Why? Porque en la segunda estoy hablando de que hice todo el pastel. Y en la primera me refiero a que si quieres un poco de pastel, un poco de un pastel, no el pastel completo. Si quisiera saber si quieres el pastel completo, preguntaría, ¿Do you want a cake? ¿Quieres un pastel? Ok, entonces fíjense bien. A veces los sustantivos pueden ser countable or uncountable. Depende siempre del contexto. Okay, I made a cake this morning. Hice un pastel esta mañana. Hice un pastel completo, a whole cake. Okay, un pastel completo. En este caso, countable. And how do I know? Well, I'm using a determiner a. So that means that is countable. But in do you want some cake? I'm referring to a piece of cake. Me estoy refiriendo a si quieres una pieza del pastel, no un pastel. Y en este caso es uncountable, porque no estoy especificando la unidad o si quieres una rebanada, si quieres un pedazo, ¿ok? Si quieres la mitad, a piece of cake. And that will mean uncountable. Here is uncountable cake. Then I have a box of chocolates. A box of chocolates. In this case, una caja de chocolates. That means that is countable. Okay, estoy hablando de una caja de chocolates, de pequeñas piezas de chocolates. Individual chocolates. Okay, chocolates individuales. And then I like some chocolate too. Me gustaría algo de chocolate también. Me refiero a algo de chocolate. No especifico si quiero una pieza o varias piezas de chocolate, si quiero una barra de chocolate. Ok, en este caso, chocolate es uncountable. So, look at this. Uncountable and countable. Siempre depende del contexto. ¿Okay? No puedo decir quiero un poco de chocolates. ¿Quiero un poco de chocolates? No. Quiero un poco de chocolate o quiero algo de chocolate. ¿Ok? Algo de chocolate, no de chocolates. Y aquí sí, ¿por qué? Porque me refiero a una caja de chocolates. A una caja de pequeñas piezas de chocolates, de piezas individuales. It's the same. I made a cake this morning. Hice un pastel esta mañana. Hice un pastel completo, a whole cake. Or we can say, I made 2 cakes. Cakes this morning. Hice 2 pasteles esta mañana. It is possible. I can say I made 3, 4, 5 cakes this morning. Okay, los números que sean. Porque en este caso es contable y podemos usar números. But in the next, do you want some cake? A piece of cake. Okay, una pieza del pastel. Now, I have some other examples. I love coffee with hot milk. Me gusta el café con leche caliente. Coffee with hot milk. In this case, it is uncountable, incontable. Me gusta el café con leche caliente. No estoy especificando la cantidad, solo me estoy refiriendo a la sustancia. Me gusta el café. Then, can you get some coffee? ¿Puedes conseguir algo de café? Okay, then again, it is uncountable. Algo de café. No estoy diciendo a coffee. And here, I'll have a coffee, please. For example, to order in a restaurant. Para hacer una orden en un restaurante. I'll have a coffee, please. Yo voy a tomar un café, por favor. O un café para mí. Okay? I will use the verb have in a restaurant. I'll have a coffee, please. I'm making reference to a cup of coffee. Me estoy refiriendo a una taza de café. No quiero que me traigan granos de café, no quiero que me traigan la bolsa de café. No. Cuando digo esto en un restaurante, en una cafetería, I'll have a coffee, please, me refiero a una taza de café. ¿Ok? A coffee. But if I say, can you get some coffee? ¿Puedes conseguir algo de café? Algo de café, no de cafés. ¿Ok? Es uncountable. I love coffee with hot milk. Me gusta el café con leche caliente. El café, no un café con leche caliente, no. So then again, it's the same. Sometimes the same word could be an uncountable or a countable noun. ¿Ok? Vuelvo a lo mismo. A veces un sustantivo puede ser contable o incontable dependiendo del contexto en el que se encuentre. I'm going to change the slide. If you want to take a screenshot, this is the moment. Ok, si quieren tomar un screenshot, este sería el momento. Because I have an exercise. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next. So I have here an exercise. What do you have to do? You have to select the correct word in each picture. Okay, for example, coffee, pizza, chicken, and cake. But I want you to tell me if this is a cake or if this is some cake. This is a cake or this is some cake. Here, this is a cake or this is some cake. A chicken or some chicken. A chicken or some chicken. A coffee or some coffee. A coffee or some coffee. A pizza or some pizza. Okay, so I'm gonna lend you 5 minutes to try to relate the words to each picture. Okay, lo que vamos a hacer es relacionar cada una de estas palabras con, por ejemplo, aquí, pastel. ¿Este es un pastel, a cake, o es algo de pastel? Some cake. Este es pollo, un pollo o algo de pollo. Este es un café o algo de café. Y este es una pizza o algo de pizza. Okay, do you like some pizza? For example, if I ask you, do you like some pizza? ¿A qué me refiero? A si quieres la pizza completa o si quieres un pedazo de la pizza. Do you like some pizza? Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Eso es lo que van a hacer. I'm going to give you 5 minutes and then we check. Okay, please. Okay, time. So let's check. First, the cakes. We have here the complete, the whole cake. So that will be a cake. Tengo aquí el pastel completo. Entonces este va a ser un pastel, a cake. Then I have the question, do you want some cake? I'm referring to a slide. Me refiero a una rebanada. Si te digo, ¿quieres un poco de pastel? ¿Quieres algo de pastel? Me refiero a una rebanada, right? Then I have here chicken. Here I have the whole chicken. So that will be a chicken. Un pollo. Tengo todo el pollo, todas sus piezas. And here I have some chicken. Algo de pollo. Ok, no estoy segura ni siquiera si están todas las piezas ahí, pero sé que es un poco de pollo. Ok, do you like some chicken? Then, here, I'm making reference to the cup. Me refiero a la taza. Ok, la flecha me señala a la taza. That will be a coffee. un café. Do you like to go for a coffee? ¿Te gustaría ir por un café? A coffee. Okay, but in the other part, I'm looking at the grains. Estoy viendo hacia los granos de café. Some coffee, algo de café. Okay, it's similar to rice. Es similar al arroz, por ejemplo. No podemos contarlo grano por grano, entonces al mencionar café es en general. And then, do you like some pizza? Some pizza. I'm making reference to a small part of the pizza. Some pizza. Or a pizza, the whole pizza. A pizza, la pizza completa. Okay, so that will be my answers. Now, we're going to check here. Yes. Okay, so here we have more information about the countable and uncountable nouns. First, the countable nouns have a singular and a plural form. A tree or two trees with the letter S at the end. Okay, los contables tienen una forma singular y una forma plural. Un árbol, dos árboles. Okay, and we can use a singular verb or a plural verb. Podemos usar un verbo en singular o un verbo en plural. Okay, the book is old. El libro es viejo. Los libros son viejos. Mi verbo en singular, mi verbo en plural. Now, the uncountable nouns have just one form. Tienen solo una forma, que no es plural, es su forma general. No quiere decir que sea singular o que haga referencia a uno, sino que es su forma general. Butter. Butter puede ser una barra de mantequilla o 5 barras de mantequilla. ¿Ok? Not butters. Always use a singular verb. Siempre vamos a usarlo con verbos en singular. Sugar is sweet. El azúcar es dulce. No, sugars are sweet. No, sugar is. And we cannot use a or an or a number before them. A rice? No. A bread? No. In Spanish, for example, we can say un pan, ¿no? En español podemos decir un pan. But in English, it is not possible to say a bread. Si queremos referirnos a un pan, tenemos que decir una pieza de pan, a piece of bread, or a slice of bread, una rebanada de pan. Not to rice, not to bread, not numbers with the uncountable nouns. And uncountable nouns are often, okay, here we have some examples. For abstract ideas, para ideas abstractas que no podemos tocar, we cannot touch. Love, freedom, education, luck, help, beauty, music, thunder. Amor, libertad, educación, suerte, ayuda, belleza, música y estruendos, ruidos. Then, for made of smaller parts, que están hechos en piezas más pequeñas. Por ejemplo, sugar, rice, salt, sand, flour, dirt, dust, traffic, grass, spaghetti. Or pasta. Pasta, it is too uncountable. So, azúcar, arroz, sal, arena, harina, suciedad, polvo, tráfico, pasto y spaghetti. Some food cut into small parts. Bread, fish is uncountable. Cheese, queso, it is uncountable. Not cheeses. Cheeses, it doesn't exist. Cheeses, no. Chocolate, meat, bacon, food, jam, pan, pescado, queso, chocolate, carne, tocino, comida y jamón. Todas estas son uncountable. Liquids and gases: water, milk, wine, oil, coffee, rain, soup, air, smoke, blood, juice, fog. Agua, leche, vino, aceite, café, lluvia, sopa, aire, humo, sangre, jugo y niebla. Liquids and gases. Then materials: wood, glass, paper, gold, silver, ice, iron, cotton, wool, steel. That will mean madera, vidrio, papel, oro, plata, hielo, hierro, algodón, lana y acero. Okay, materials. And be careful. We have some nouns, uncountable nouns in English that are not uncountable in other languages. Tenemos algunos sustantivos incontables en inglés que no son incontables en otros idiomas. Por ejemplo, furniture, muebles. In Spanish, for example, we can say un mueble, dos muebles, tres muebles. But in English, we cannot say one furniture, two furnitures, three furnitures. No. Okay, furniture involves all them. Advice, consejos. Un consejo, dos consejos, tres consejos in Spanish. But in English, it is only advice, some advice. Okay, consejo. The same for work, news, information, luggage, money. Lo mismo para trabajo, noticias, news. I have some news. Tengo noticias. I have some news. O si tengo una noticia, it is the same. News, not new. Information, información, luggage, equipaje, money, dinero. Okay, so liquids and gases. Here's an important tip. You can count the container it is in. Podemos contar el contenedor, valga la redundancia, que lo contiene al líquido o al gas. Podemos contar el contenedor, no el líquido o el gas. Por ejemplo, 2 bottles of milk. We cannot say 2 milks. 2 leches, no. 2 botellas de leche. Y lo que estamos contando son las botellas. Okay? Examples: water, coffee, smoke, blood, rain, milk, wine, soup, juice, fog, air, oil. The same as here. 2 cups of coffee. 2 tazas de café. 2 bottles of milk. Possible too. Now, be careful with the following uncountable nouns, as they may be considered countable in other languages. Tenga cuidado con los siguientes sustantivos incontables, ya que pueden ser considerados contables en otros lenguajes y podemos llegar a confundirnos. Por ejemplo, furniture, advice, work, news, information, luggage, money. I have 5 coins. Coins. Coins, it is countable. Tengo 5 monedas. Monedas, countable. I have $90. Tengo $90. Dollars, countable. But not, I have 5 monies. No. I have 5 monies. It is not possible because money is uncountable. Okay? So let's practice a little bit. It says correct one mistake in each sentence. Okay, there is a mistake in each of them. Hay un error en cada una de estas oraciones. ¿Cuál sería? For example, I don't have some tomatoes. I don't have some tomatoes. No tengo algunos tomates. Do you remember we said something about some? ¿Se acuerdan que dijimos algo sobre some? Que lo usamos para afirmativos. ¿Ok? Pero ahí tenemos una negación. Entonces, ¿cuál es el que usamos para negar? Then, number 2. He doesn't have furnitures. Él no tiene muebles. What is the mistake there? Do you have any monies? ¿Tienes algo de dinero? What's the mistake there? I need an onion and a carrot. Necesito una cebolla y una zanahoria. I want a water. A water. What's the mistake? I don't want some meat. I don't want some meat. What's the mistake there? Then again, could be another mistake like the first. Okay, a negative with some. Not really. And number 7, do you want any apple? Do you want any apple? What's the mistake there? Okay, so I'm gonna give you short 5 minutes to try to identify the mistake and correct the sentence. Okay, hay que identificar el error y corregir la frase. Vamos a tener 5 minutos para tratar de responderlo and then we come back. 5 minutes starting now. Okay, so let's check. The first sentence, I don't have some tomatoes. We cannot use some in negatives. Okay, so we're not going to use some. I'm going to use any tomatoes. Okay, no tengo nada de tomates. Then, he doesn't have furniture. Furniture, the letter S. Okay, we cannot use letter S in plural because furniture is uncountable, right? Next, do you have any monies? Any monies? Same mistake, the letter S. Okay, do you have any money? That will be the correction. Let me put this in red. Next, I need an onion and a carrot. What's the mistake? Well, onion starts in vowel sound. So I cannot use a. I will say an onion and a carrot. An onion and a carrot. Una cebolla y una zanahoria. Then I want a water. Okay, here we can have more than one possibility. I can say I want a glass of water. Or I can say I want some water. Okay, both possibilities are correct. Glass of, un vaso de agua o algo de agua. Ok, las dos están bien, menos a water, un agua. I need to specify the measurement. Necesito especificar en inglés la medida. En español sí, podemos decir un agua, por ejemplo. Y sabemos que nos referimos a una botella quizá. Pero en inglés no. I have to specify. A bottle of water, a glass of water, or some water. Quiero algo de agua. Next, I don't want some meat. Some meat. Then again is the same mistake. Any meat. Okay, yo no quiero nada de carne. Not some. I will say any. Why? Because it's negative. And we use any in negatives, right? And the last one, do you want any apple? Any apple? No. Do you want an apple? Okay, an apple. Let me put it in red. An apple because apple starts in vowel sound. So I'll choose an. Okay. So that will be the activity, and then take a screenshot if you want. Now, the Google Forms. Okay, we have choose the correct sentence. What is the correct sentence? First, do you like an apple? Do you like an apple? Or do you like an apples? I'm making reference to one. So that's the first. Then, some dogs have 4 legs. Dogs have 4 legs. Or some dog has 4 legs. What is the correct? Para decir que los perros tienen 4 patas, ¿cuál sería la correcta? Okay. Number 3, spread a butter on your toast. The sentence is, unte mantequilla, algo de mantequilla en su pan tostado. Unte algo de mantequilla en su pan tostado. So, what would be the correct? Spread a butter on your toast. Spread some butters on your toast. Or spread some butter on your toast. Next, number 4. I love chocolate. The sentence is, me encanta el chocolate. What is the correct one? I love chocolate. I love some chocolate, or I love a chocolate. Plural. And my last sentence. It says, take a lemon from our tree. Take a lemon from our tree, or take some lemon from our tree. What is the correct one? La oración es, toma un limón de nuestro árbol. Toma un limón de nuestro árbol. That is the sentence. So, what will be the correct one? Okay, so we're going to finish right here. We continue tomorrow and try to practice, okay? At home, there are many web pages. Hay muchas páginas de internet donde pueden encontrar más ejercicios sobre este tema. Para si quieren practicar, búsquenlo así en Google. Ejercicios de countable and uncountable nouns. Y ahí les van a aparecer muchísimos. So that will be all for today. Thank you guys. I see you tomorrow and have a great evening. Okay, goodbye everyone.